Good morning. Welcome to SIFT training. Every Saturday we do a session on a chosen topic. Today's topic is very interesting. We will look into the topic shortly. Before we look into today's topic, I would like to go back and remind this slide. This is one slide we do every day. So today also we will do it. Nature only provides for survival. Effort is required for thriving. What do we understand by this? See, even if you find a stray dog, a man who's a human being rather, who's totally lost his mind, when you find them on the street, you will find someone who's fed them. You will find someone who's covered them. So nature actually is so beautiful that it provides for everyone. For the survival, it provides. However, if you want to be someone beyond eating, sleeping and surviving, you want to be someone who has an identity, you want to make a mark, difference in your life, in the world, then you have to put in a little effort. So all these trainings that we do, we are actually putting in that effort to thrive. So today we will put in our effort for thriving in the arena of loving yourself. Now we keep on, today love yourself, self-love is a jargon. Wherever we go, all the motivational speakers, everyone keeps on saying this from the stage. That you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, then you don't grow, you don't prosper, you cannot love another person. However, the question still remains, how? You know, we keep on saying a lot of things we should do. Yes, we should love ourselves, but what is loving yourself? What does it mean? If we don't understand what is the meaning of loving yourself, if we don't understand how we love ourselves, then we actually don't accomplish it. Now you can always argue, what is there to learn how to love? Trust me, there's a lot of things that we need to, I won't say learn, we need to remember. Whatever I do in the sessions, there's nothing that I tell you which you don't know already. Then why do I still tell you? Because I remind you to do those things, apply those things, implement those things, because without the action, without the implementation, all that knowledge goes in vain. And we always happen to know a lot of things, we forget to implement it. So my trainings are basically to knock on your door, to implement, rather than trying to teach you something. I'm not trying to teach you something. You already know. You know how to love. You love a lot of people. We have grown up loving a lot of people, so we know what is love. But loving oneself, which we always forget. Loving yourself means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. It's very important. What we do is we keep on letting go our own happiness. If I am not happy with certain things, we still compromise. Keep on compromising. Why? Because you know, somebody else will be happy if we compromise. I need to have food now. I am hungry. I compromise because you know, if I start eating, so many people are there. If I start eating, what will they feel? So I'll not eat. Is it ruining my body? Yes, it is ruining my body. It's ruining my health. But still I ignore it. I ignore my well-being. Why? Because what will other people think? I ignore my happiness. I love to listen to music. I love classical music, let's say. Everyone else in the room loves something else. So I sacrifice that. Fine, I'm not saying you need to force everyone to listen to classical music because you love classical music. Use your earphone. Listen to classical music because you love it. Why do you always let go of your own happiness, your own well-being for everyone else? That's exactly what we do. Loving yourself means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Please others. This is the most important phrase here. What we do is we actually sacrifice, we actually compromise on our happiness, on our needs, on our well-being, just to please others. It's not that they need it. For example, I'm hungry, I have one roti, you're also hungry, so that's one, we just have one roti, so what to do? I try to become Mahan, someone really great, and I want you to tell me that, oh my God, you are so great, Mahan. So what I do is I take my bread and give it to you. I also needed that. Am I not hungry? Does not my body require that bread? It does. But I want to please that person, so I give the whole bread. Why? Yes, you can sacrifice to some extent, to make it half, give the half to the other person, have your half also. So you can actually take care of yourself as well as others. You don't need to really sacrifice your well-being, your needs to take care of another person. We do it. We try to give a tag to it, like oh my God, I am sacrificing. I am the great person. We do it to get that satisfaction. Trust me, you don't need to do it. You can always take care of yourself and take care of the world. So that is what loving yourself means. When you love yourself, you take care of your well-being, you take care of your needs while you take care of the rest of the world. Now, taking care of yourself, taking care of your well-being, do we really know how to take care of ourselves? Do we really know what we need at all? Most of the time we think we know what we need, we think we know what we want, but when that question is posed to you, I have seen most of the people wondering. I want, and then there is a blank. Because we have never given time to ourselves, we have never been with ourselves to understand what is it that I want, what is it that I need. We get involved into these trivial issues like what is your favorite food and what is your favorite color. Those are very trivial issues. Understanding oneself is not something like something as trivial as what is your favorite color and what is your favorite food and who's your best friend. These are very, very basics. Understanding yourself, understanding your needs, understanding your wants. To fulfill all that, you need to understand first, right? That is much deeper than all these trivial issues. So do we really know ourselves to be able to satisfy our needs and satisfy our wants, execute actions to reach our wants? For that, we need to have something called me time. Now, why me time? What do I mean by me time? Have you observed one thing? You're very happy when you're with a group of people, you're talking, you're interacting. The moment all these people move out, when you have an empty room and you're there, you immediately start groping for your mobile or TV remote or something. You cannot spend 5 minutes with yourself. That is why we do not know what do we need or what do we want. Basically because we never spend time with ourselves. We are so afraid of being lonely. It's not being lonely. Spending time with yourself is not being lonely. Please try to spend some time with yourself. That is where the me time comes. When will you have this me time? All through the day I'm so busy. I have a family to take care of. I have a job to take care of. I have so many other responsibilities. When will I have this me time? I have seen a lot of people saying that, oh my God, I don't have time for me time. Trust me, these are excuses. If you really want to do something, you always have the time. You know, in organizations, people who are busy, they are given more job. People who are free, they'll end up being free all the time. Right? Because those who are busy, they know how to manage time, so they are given more job. And when they are given more job to do, they actually execute it. People who are free, when they are given the job, they don't execute it. They are free because they want to be free. So time is never a constraint for anything that you want to do. So please don't tell me that you don't have time for me time. You always have time for me time. Okay, let me give you one time. That is, wake up 1 hour early and spend that 1 hour with yourself. First thing in the morning. Best time to have a me time. Right? So spend time with yourself. Understand who you are, what you want, what you don't want, what you need in your life. These are the things that you need to really understand. To understand that, you need to spend time with yourself, and exclusively with yourself, without your gadgets, without anyone else. You and your thoughts and your memories, all together we will form this me time. Now when I talk about memories, whenever you are alone with yourself, you're spending time with yourself, you will definitely have these memories flocking to you. They'll revisit you. Sometimes a lot of such memories will come back to you which you apparently thought were dead, they were gone, you've forgotten. But when you start spending time with yourself, definitely all these memories will keep coming back. You might wonder, oh my God, I never thought I'll remember this. But that happens, you remember. So when you remember something, if it's a good thing, you enjoy, you smile, you feel energetic. But all memories are not good. We cannot claim, no one in this whole world can claim that I never had a sad moment in my life. That's impossible. That's practically impossible. So when the memories keep flocking to you, there will be good ones which you enjoy, feel good about, but then there will be some bad ones also which will make you sad. So what do? Our common tendency is, whenever we don't like something, we try to run away from it. Oh my God, this memory will make me sad. No, get out. I don't want you to come. Will you be able to successfully drive out this memory? No, it will never go. Because if it would have gone, it would have never come back to you. The fact that when you are sitting alone with yourself, this memory has come back to you, that says that it was always there in you, it was always troubling you. Only thing is, you shut it up, so it was not talking to you. If you shut up something, doesn't mean that it is out, it's gone, it's still there. Right? So the memories are still there. So what you do is, you treat your memories with compassion and empathy. Now, why I say compassion and empathy? Because these sad memories that come to you, flocking back, you need to go back and think why this memory is sad. Why you felt hurt when this happened. There is always a reason for everything that happens in the world. Try to find out. Diagnosis, when the doctors treat you, there's something called diagnosis. Diagnosis is what? Diagnosis is understanding the root cause of the disease. So this sadness that you have, understanding the root cause of the sadness, that helps you heal the sadness. If you don't understand the root cause of your sadness, you'll end up always beating around the bush and crying over spilt milk. So instead of that, isn't it better that you try to understand the root cause of your sadness and treat it with empathy? I understand that this happened and this is why you are sad. However, Now that is not there. That situation has changed, gone. So let's give it away, let go, right? So when you actually address these memories, the sadness, the pains that you have, when you address it, it usually erodes out, right? So treat your memories. Don't try to hush your memories. Don't try to drive out your memories. Please treat your memories with compassion and empathy. The next thing that comes to you while you are sitting with yourself, when you're spending that me time, one is the memory, other one is the thought. Trust me, it's not only me time. Every time in your day, every moment in your life, these are entities which keep coming to you. Your thoughts are always there with you. When no one else is there with you, your thought is always there with you. So thoughts are always there with you. Now if you leave them unguarded, trust me, your thoughts are going to ruin your life. So we need to guard our thoughts. How will we guard our thoughts? We have disturbing thoughts. What do we mean by disturbing thoughts? The moment I said disturbing, I think everyone who's hearing this comes up with like something which has gone bad, or some pain or sorrow. Tell me, if you're doing something and you remember a moment when you were gifted by someone whom you really love, and that gift gave you a lot of pleasure. That thought, that memory, is it not disturbing? Is it not taking away the focus from your work? Any thought basically is a disturbing thought. Now, if all the thoughts are disturbing, what do? We cannot even kill the thoughts. So we need to understand. All the thoughts are disturbing thoughts. However, we need to understand why those thoughts are coming to us. Everyone who's listening to me now has their own set of experiences in life. So basically, thoughts that they get are not the same thoughts that I get. My thoughts, your thoughts, everyone's thoughts are basically subject to their own life experiences. Thoughts come from something that we have already experienced. So everyone's thought is different. So we need to understand why we are getting this thought. Which incident in my life that happened to me actually is resulting in this thought. If we understand the background of that thought, then it's easier for us to segregate that thought. What do I mean by segregating the thought? Please remember to have a pen and paper with you while you are spending the me time, because this is the time when you need to jot down a lot of things, because our mind is again very fickle. A lot of things that you will perceive and understand during the me time, if you don't put it in black and white, they'll again get erased from your memory. So please have a pen and paper. Segregate your thoughts. What do you mean by segregating your thoughts? Now, a lot of these thoughts are basically not very useful for us. They're not taking us anywhere. They're useless, time waste. The other day I was practicing Shunya. This is funny. This is really funny. But the other day I was practicing Shunya. All of a sudden a thought came to my mind. Go watch a movie. So watch a movie. Is this a thought which is taking me somewhere? It's giving me some productive result. Is my life improving? Maybe, maybe not. That is where we need to segregate. Is that thought coming to me because I'm so overburdened with work that I desperately need a break now? Or is that thought coming to me out of nowhere because I'm so lazy, I don't want to do work, so what to do with the time? Let's go and watch a movie. right? So we need to understand and segregate our thoughts according to the utility. If I realize, I understood that that thought came to me because I'm so overburdened with work, I need a break. So please go watch a movie. Get out, take a break. If not, then put it in the parking lot. Why I say parking lot? Because you cannot kill the thought. Thoughts cannot be killed. They are entities, they have life. So you cannot kill. And thoughts are basically immortal. Please remember, thoughts are immortal, so you cannot kill your thoughts. So if you cannot kill your thoughts, then what you need to do is, you don't want to address it, you put it in the parking lot. Watch a movie, good idea, very good. You came to me, thank you for coming to me, stay in the parking lot. I will address to you after I finish these thoughts. Don't tell I want to kill you. Because the moment you start fighting your thought, what happens is that thought becomes more stronger. So, put it in parking lot. Tell the thought, yes, I'll attend you, but let me finish this. By the time you finish your activities, this thought which is useless that you have put in the parking lot is gone. They don't have the thoughts, don't have the patience to wait for you. Now watch a movie, we'll go to some other place and again pop up somewhere else. Right? So you need to segregate all your thoughts. Put it in paper, pen and paper. Whatever exists in black and white are the ones which exist. This is very fickle. If you do not put it in pen and paper, it will go away. So what you do is segregate. After you have segregated your thoughts, see what are the constructive thoughts, and this is where the ideas come in. Tell me, today we are recording in the studio. We have a session here. This was a thought of some person someday. Now from that thought, because they converted their thought to an idea, we have this building, this studio where we are recording, we are having a session, we are interacting, we have an office, we have a clinic, we have the company called DXN. All these things came as a thought to someone someday. Now because that person knew how to segregate his thoughts, put the useful things in one basket and process them to convert them into ideas. That is the reason all these things exist today. So thoughts are very important. Thoughts are the most powerful things that you have. These are the most useless things you have, as well as this is the most powerful thing that you have. So you must, now that you have segregated, you have put all the useful things, all the useful thoughts that have come to you in one basket, you have written it down. Now start thinking, how will you convert these thoughts into ideas? So from these thoughts, you get ideas. Ideas as to what will be your action next, what you need, what you want, what makes you happy. All those ideas will come from these thoughts that you have in your me time. Okay, this is one thing no one does. We pamper the whole world, we don't pamper ourselves. This is one big problem all of us have. And when you ask them, they'll say, oh, we don't have money, we don't have time, and excuses are endless. Endless excuses why you cannot pamper yourself. By the way, what is pampering oneself? I know when my baby is crying, I'll take the baby, tap the baby, feed the baby, pamper the baby. When my husband is throwing tantrums, I'll make a nice hot cup of coffee, pamper him, heat the water for him, go have a hot shower. So I'll do all those things to pamper him. But what is pampering yourself? How many times have you thought, I want to have biryani, I feel like having biryani. How many times have you felt like that? And how many times you have said, there's no one to go with me, how will I go and have that biryani? Why do you need to wait for someone to have that biryani when you actually crave for it? Go find a restaurant who will give a good biryani, order that biryani, have it, enjoy it. You have the right to pamper yourself, you have the right to address your needs. Please exercise these rights. We most of the time forget to do that. We wait for someone to pamper us. Why can't we pamper ourselves? While walking by the street, on the window, I see a good attire. I like it. I have the money. Why don't I buy it? Pamper yourself. You deserve to be pampered. And please don't wait for anyone else to pamper you, because if you cannot pamper yourself, trust me, no one else will. Imagine you are an unkept, dirty person walking around the street because you don't have time to pamper yourself. Will anyone come and tell you that, oh my God, you're so beautiful, I want to gift you another dress? Or I want to take you to the movie? No one will say that, not even your family members. So pamper yourself, be kind to yourself. If you love eating something, don't feel guilty about it, eat, enjoy that. Don't bother about what others think. Most of our lives we only do that. Log kya kahenge? That is all we do. Trust me, लोगों के पास टाइम नहीं है आपके बारे में बोलने के लिए. They are busy with their own life. But we end up saying, लोग क्या कहेंगे? So I love doing certain things. लोग क्या कहेंगे? So I'll not do. I love eating certain things. लोग क्या कहेंगे? So I'll not eat. At the end of the day, actually, log doesn't have time to think about you, what you ate, what you did, what you did not do. No one has the time to think about it. But you thought, what will people think, and you did not do things that were important to you. So who's at loss? At the end of the day, it's ourselves. We are at loss. So stop getting bothered about what people will think. Stop comparing yourselves with others. Particularly in corporate houses, in the same department, he is a better HR person than me, or I am the better HR person than him. So because I am better, I should get this. Why is he getting it? Why am I not getting it? So why compare? The moment you start comparing yourself, whether you think yourself better than another person or you think you are less than another person, the moment you start comparing yourself with another person, what happens? Basically, you are the one who feels sad. You are the one who feels dissatisfied. Either because you feel yourself less than the other person. So when you feel you are less than the other person, you self-pity yourself. When you think you are better than the other person, then your expectation level becomes very different. And when you don't get what you expect, you again feel sad. Right? So, why do you need to compare? I am what I am. I am a trainer. I am standing here giving training. I am talking to you. There might be another trainer who actually speaks better than me. Or there might be another trainer who speaks a little less better than me. How does it matter to me? You are anyways listening to me. So let me be happy that I am speaking, you are listening. End of the story. Why do I need to compare myself with another trainer? Why do I need to compare myself with anyone? She's a better mom, he's a better dad. Let me see what I am, what I love doing, how I'll do that, and keep doing it. Why do I need to compare with anyone else? I don't need. So stop comparing yourself with anyone in this whole world. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Trust me. If you do not make mistakes, you do not grow. So please do not get scared of committing a mistake. See this picture which says 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. We all know that it's not 5, it's 4. So all we need to do is erase the 5, write a 4 there. That's it. Committing a mistake and rectifying it is as simple as that. No, life is not as simple, you've put that 2 plus 2 on the screen and that looks very beautiful and it sounds very easy. Life is not that simple. Trust me, life is very simple. I didn't say easy. Life is very simple. We make it complicated. So making mistakes, that is what lets us learn a lot of things that we should not do, or even better, a lot of different perspectives of doing a thing. Should not do is one aspect. Another aspect, it actually gives you a lot of different perspectives. A lot of inventions actually happened because somebody dared to do some mistake. If imagine, most of our inventions would not have been in place today. We would not have been able to enjoy it if somebody did not dare to do that mistake. So please do not get scared of doing mistakes. Allow yourself to make mistakes. And when you make a mistake, when you realize that, okay, this is a mistake that I have done, don't beat yourself up, ruin your life, feeling guilty, oh my God, everything is gone, it's all wasted. No, it's not like that. All you need to do is erase that 5, put a 4 there and move ahead in life. That's as simple as that. That's as simple as that for every aspect. Remember, your value doesn't lie in how your body looks. What do I mean by this? A lot of people gets affected by this body shaming. We have this habit. Sorry for that interruption, needed a little water, had a sip of water, I'm back again. Now, remember, your value doesn't lie on how your body looks, right? So a lot of people who are being body shamed, they usually get into this cocoon of, I am not worthy. I'll give you my example. I have vitiligo patches all over my body, right? When I got this at the age of 10, when I first time got these patches, I was told, you're a girl, you'll never get married, no one will love you, no one will get married to you. Boss, I'm married. I have a very nice family. They love me for who I am. So my vitiligo patches didn't stop me from getting married. Then when I was in hotel management, I was told I cannot be in a public arena because people will not accept me because I have these patches. However, I'm standing in front of the camera, I'm standing in front of so many people, and I'm delivering a training. People are accepting me. You're watching my video. You are accepting me. So it's not by the way I look, it's by the way what I deliver that makes me acceptable or not acceptable. So please remember, do not get stuck with how your body looks. Your body might look whatever it is. What you need to do is, you need to build yourself as a person. You need to build yourself up so that you are accepted for being what you are, rather than getting stuck with how I look. You are beautiful the way you are. Trust me, every one of us is a beautiful person the way that person is. You don't need to change to look beautiful. You are anyways beautiful, always beautiful. Don't be afraid to let go of toxic people. We are always afraid of doing that. You know, that person is beating us up. That person is emotionally torturing me. I know that, but what will people say? The society. Then we don't have confidence on ourselves that we will be able to survive without so-called support. So what we do? We always try to cling on to a toxic person, even if that person is not doing any good to me. You're afraid to leave that person. I knew a lady who was an IS officer. She was a DM in the place that I used to stay. Being a DM, tell me, what was lacking? She was earning enough. She was a DM of a district. So her authority, her ability to cope with the situation, she's doing it for so many people in that whole district. Can you doubt her ability to survive? She was being beaten up by her husband day in, day out. And she would apply makeup and come to office the next day. She couldn't leave that man. Why? Because she was afraid of letting go of the toxic people. We always feel that we need someone to survive. Please, you do not need anyone to survive. You are enough. That is what we will see in a couple of more slides to go before we see that slide. Okay, process your fears. Can any one of us say that I am not afraid of anything in this whole world? At least you are afraid of yourself. At least that much. Right? For me, I am really scared of technology. Today's world, you say you're scared of technology. Yes, I am scared of technology. Yesterday, I had to connect a cable to a TV because I wanted my presentation on the TV. So I had to connect that cable to the TV. I got so scared of doing it. My colleague just plugged it in 1 second. I was so scared of plugging it in. If something goes wrong, I did not do it. I waited for my colleague to come and do it. I was scared. So there is nothing wrong in having fears. We are all human beings. We will have fears. That is obvious. We will have various kinds of fears. There is nothing wrong in it. Don't beat yourself up. Don't consider yourself inferior because you have fears. That's absolutely normal. Having fears is normal. All you need to do is process them. Now, yesterday, I was so scared to do that. Now, if you ask me to do it, I'll process my fear and I'll actually do it so that next time I know what to do, how to do. So, if you do not process your fears, you do not grow. So, please do not cover up your fears, rather than process your fears, channelize it to get over the fear, and when you get over the fear, you actually learn another skill or you attain another height. You know that advertisement, डर के आगे जीत है? It's true. डर के आगे actually जीत है. Whoever has done the storyboard has done a brilliant job. Trust yourself to make good decisions for yourself. We will talk about making decisions elaborately, how to make decisions, what are the things that we need to remember while taking decisions. But even if we don't talk about it, basic decision making skill is there in every one of us. We just don't trust ourselves. When we don't trust ourselves, we don't take action. We don't take decision. You know, when we come to a T crossing, there are only two things that can happen. Either you can go right or you can go left. There's no third thing that can happen. Okay, let's take, we are standing in a crossroad. So only you're standing in one road already. So all that can happen is we can go to any of the three directions. There's nothing fourth. So all we have to do is we have to decide whether to take right, left, or we have to go straight. That's all we have to decide. Now, if you don't start the race, you will never finish it. So if you are unable, if you are not aware of which one, either you ask people, take some knowledge and take a decision and take one road. Even after you have asked someone, taken some knowledge and you have taken a decision, not necessarily every time that will be right. There are times when they are wrong. How many times have we come back to the same location after asking the address to someone? going by what they said, and then you came back to the same place. Happens sometimes. Don't get scared to do mistake. See, all these things are interrelated. Don't get scared to do mistakes. So don't get scared to take a decision, because you might make a mistake. Yes, you might make a mistake. It might also happen that you were right in the decision. You had to go right and you went right and you reached your destination. That also can happen, right? Or else you will go to the right, walk some distance, you will not find the destination, you will come back and take the left. As simple as that. All that you will lose is a little time. Time is actually endless. Doesn't matter. But at least you take a decision. If you don't take a decision, you stand there and keep on wondering, right or left, right or left. You will stand there all through the day, all through the years. You'll never reach any destination. If you don't start the race, you don't reach the finish line ever. So please, trust yourself to take good decisions for yourselves. Life always gives us opportunities. We don't take it or we take it. Some people say, oh, life is so horrible to me, they don't give any opportunity to me. If that is the case, create your own. Because it is impossible that there is no opportunity. Opportunity does not come in, it's not served in the platter and given to you. It's always something that you have to create. A simple thing comes in, you have to know how to create your opportunity out of it. A disease that came in, Helen Keller. Helen Keller was blind. Now you can say being blind is a sin, it's not a happy thing. But Helen Keller is today known to the whole world because she was blind. Because she was blind, she invented braille. And because she invented braille, everyone in this whole world knows her. So opportunity is there in everything that you do. It's up to you how you will use it, how you will curve it to your benefit. So remember, opportunity is always there. You must know to identify it and convert it to your favor. Even when you are sick, there is an opportunity in it. Understand that opportunity and craft it to your favor. Feel the pain and the joy fully. I don't need to tell anyone how to feel the joy fully. Oh, they are very eager to do that. They'll do it anyways. What is important is how to feel the pain. Most of the time, whenever there is a pain, what we do is, this is very painful, I don't want to face it. The more you run away from pain, the more pain follows you. It really follows you till you are shattered and gone. So don't let the pain overburden you, overpower you. The best way to handle it is, stand in front of the pain and say, okay, come on. What is it? You're sad? Let's face it, why you are sad? This is the problem that happened, that is the problem. Fine, that problem happened. Why that problem happened? Go on digging. When you find a place where that's the source. Now you understand that is the source, you feel less pain. Actually, you feel less pain. Because you have a justification now. This happened because of a reason. That reason does not exist now, so it is okay, neutral. If you do not reach to that level, what happens is, you keep getting scared, okay, that reason can happen again. I might feel pain again. So what happens is, you stop yourself from doing a lot of things that is actually beneficial for you. So if you really love yourself, feel the pain also. Stand and face your pains also. Don't avoid. Avoiding is not a solution. Stand up, face your fears, face your pains. It's only when you stand up and face your fears and pains that they leave you, they actually find some other place to go. They'll let you live in peace. So please feel your pains and feel your joys completely. Exercise boldness in public. How many times this happens? You are not happy with the way you were treated by someone, but you never say, you never speak up to that person. Or if you speak up, you are rude, you are loud, you use bad words. Either of the two. Both the reactions are actually not going to help you. When you become rude, you become angry, you use bad words, what you are doing is you are spoiling your own mood. And that's exactly what the other person wanted. That's the reason they have treated you badly, because they didn't want you to feel happy. They wanted you to feel bad about yourself. And you did that. You actually helped the other person become satisfied with what they wanted. That doesn't help you. That actually makes you sad, angry, depressed, frustrated. On the other hand, if you decide, okay, fine, what I'll do is I'll not talk about it. He mistreated me, I'll keep quiet, I'll walk away. The fact that you walked away does not mean that bad feeling of being ill-treated is gone. It doesn't go. It stays with you. So every time you see this person, that incident again plays in your mind, and every time another layer of hatred comes up. Another layer, another layer. Every time you meet this person, hatred, layer after layer after layer. Then what happens? One day you burst out. When you burst out, you anyways ruin your relation with this person. So why burst out and take it to the level where you actually accumulate enough to burst out? Why not talk to him right now when he is ill-treating you? And how do you talk to him? Not by yelling at him, not by ruining your own composure. You can coolly say, sir, I absolutely did not like the way you treated me. I don't expect you to change the way you are treating me because I don't like it. However, let me make you aware that I am not liking it. Next time, please do not do it with me. Otherwise, I'll have to shut you off from my arena. When I say shut you off, it means I will stop listening or feeling anything about what you are saying. You will become an insignificant person for me. How we will make him insignificant person, that again is a big subject. We will eventually cover that subject. As of now, please understand, we have to be bold enough, we have to have courage to go ahead and say, I did not like it, please don't do it. A lot of times actually people do it without understanding that you are not liking it. So instead of keeping quiet about it, if you express it, maybe that person will stop doing all that. Maybe you will actually become a very good friend someday. So try it. Be bold. Have the courage to talk about things that you don't like. Seeing beauty in simple things. When we always wait for something really big to happen in our life to celebrate. Why do we need to do that? Small things. The very fact that today I opened my eyes is a celebration, isn't it? Why not celebrate that? Let's celebrate every small thing. Let's be happy for every small little beauty that we have in our life. You know what happens when you always appreciate the small things that happen in your life? You are always in a happy phase of mind. When you are in a happy phase of mind, what happens is you always attract happiness. When you are in a sad, depressed phase of mind, you only attract that. So to attract bigger happiness, we have to learn to be happy with small little beautiful things that happen in our life. Let's start appreciating every small little thing that we have. Once we have the appreciation for that, once we are grateful for having all those beautiful moments in our life, trust me, much bigger beautiful things are going to happen in your life. Please remember, no is a complete sentence. And this is one sentence that we all need to learn. If I don't want to do something, I don't want to do it. And I don't need to justify to anyone in this whole world why I don't want to do it. Most of the time we cannot say no. I don't like it, still I say yes, because what will everyone think? It's her thought, let her think. It's his thought, let him think. Why are you doing the thinking? Leave it to them, na? You think, do whatever you want to. You don't want to do it, please say no. You don't have to yell and make a sin to say that I don't want to do it. You can politely, nicely keep your composure and say, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go there. Most of the time people will understand. We just assume they will not understand. And then we start creating excuses. No, if I say no, then this will happen. Nothing will happen, trust me. As I said, life is very simple, we make it complicated. Saying no is not going to ruin anything. We just need to know how to say that no. We can keep our composure, we can be very calm, we can politely say, no, I don't like it. Simple. I don't like ripe papaya. I don't like it. Somebody offers me, I fold my hands. Thank you for offering me, but no, I don't like it. Now, life is not as simple as not liking ripe papaya. It is, trust me. It is very simple. We just assume a lot of things. We play a theater here and then we make it complicated. If instead of playing it here, if you actually play it in reality, you will realize it is not as complicated as it was here. So please stop playing the theater here. Learn to say the no where it is required to say a no. Just don't go on saying yes just because other people will like it. If it's no, it's no. Put yourself first. That's a controversial statement. We are, in the moral science, we are told to become selfless. We are told to become giving. And now, today, I'm telling you, put yourself first. When I say put yourself first, I am not really meaning becoming selfish. When I say put yourself first, I mean making yourself capable enough to give. I don't have a single penny in my pocket. A beggar comes in front of me, begs for a 1 rupee coin. I don't have it. Can I give it to him? So to be able to give it to him, I'll have to first know how to earn that 1 rupee. If I have to love someone, give that love, give the compassion, give anything, anything. If I want to give anything to anyone, selflessness is giving, right? So if I have to give anything to anyone, first I need to have it to give it. So make yourself capable enough to be able to give it. If I don't have the knowledge, can I deliver a training? So to be able to deliver a training, when I deliver a training, people sitting in front of me, they are getting benefited. So to be able to give that training, I need to have the knowledge. So if I do not put myself first, if I say, no, I'll not, I'm selfless, I'll give. So I'll give you training. What will I give you? I don't have anything to give you. So to be able to give you that training, I need to acquire the knowledge. I need to become capable to give you that training. So I need to put myself first and learn. Acquire it. If you don't acquire it, you don't give it. You don't have it to give it. So put yourself first and understand yourself. What you can do, what you cannot do. What you can give and what you cannot give. If somebody today asks me, see, I am in trouble, I need 1 crore of rupee, please give me a loan of 1 crore of rupee. I don't have that 1 crore of rupee, I cannot give. So all I have to do is politely join my hands and say, I am honored that you asked me, you taught me I'm capable enough to give you that. However, I don't have that. So, I cannot give you. So, it's all interrelated. You have to learn to say no, and you have to put yourself first. When you put yourself first, you make yourself capable enough to give something to someone. If you are not capable enough, you don't give. You don't have to give, rather. Some of the to-do list. Now, to be able to make yourself capable to give. So what you need to do is, first you have to feel good about yourself first, right? If you don't feel good about yourself, the whole world looks ugly. So you need to feel good about yourself. To feel good about yourself, you need to revisit your old favorites. We all have our old favorites. Sometimes what we do is we forget what are our favorites, and then all of a sudden I see someone playing, with the marbles on the street, and then I stand and say, we used to play marbles like this, and it was so fun, so much of fun. Nowadays we don't do it. I'm not saying go ahead and start playing marbles again, but revisit those memories, those things, all those favorite things that you forgot that were favorite to you. Please revisit them. Take a pen and paper and jot it down. Every time you read those favorite things, it gives you a good feeling that makes you happy. Jot it down, write in the journal. Enjoy the outdoors. This is one thing I always advise. Sitting in a closed room actually suffocates you. All my mentees to whom I was coaching for success, first coaching that I gave is get up in the morning, wear your jogging gear, go to the park and spend the me time in the park, in the open air. Now in the park there are so many people, they are doing their own activities, so I'll get distracted. If people can distract you, I'm sorry, you are not yet fit. Nothing should be able to distract you when you are with yourself. Enjoy your time with yourself under the open sky. That makes a lot of difference. So please go out, enjoy the outdoors. Don't confine yourself into the room. That only suffocates your thought process. It suffocates your mind. It suffocates your body also. Get rid of guilt. We have discussed this already. Whenever you pamper yourself, whenever you do something that feels good to you, you start feeling guilty. Stop doing that. Get rid of the guilt. Get rid of guilt stop feeling guilty because you took care of yourself. Please spend some money, spend some time on yourself, and that's absolutely fine. Stop feeling guilty about it. Don't feel afraid to ask for help. मुझे वो पानी पिला दो, get this, get that. These are small things which we easily ask for help. But whenever it comes down to emotional issues, do we ask for help? We always get scared to ask for help. And these emotional issues keep bottling up because we have not asked for help. These keep bottling up and burst out one day. It makes no good to us. So it's very important. We should know how to ask for help even in the emotional issues. Now, you might always come back and say whom to share the emotional issues, whom to ask for help. The person might actually take advantage of me because I shared my emotional issues, which means you are not spending time with yourself. You are not actually taking care of yourself. If you take care of yourself, you will make an effort to find the right person to resolve your issue. Find the right person who can actually help you. And go ahead, ask that help. You are afraid of asking help, so you don't even try to find out. So go out, find that person who can help you, and don't be afraid to ask for that help. Let go of things you cannot control. Parents, biggest example. Parents, they try to control their children. Up to certain age, when the child is not in a condition to think and decide for its own, then listen to the parents in toto, and parents are happy. When the child comes from childhood, he is now a teenager, started forming its own ideas, thoughts, perception. Your child is becoming an individual. We stop accepting that our child is becoming an individual. They are learning to think. So let us give them that space to think. We don't do that. What we try to do is, we try to control everything about them. Does it help? It doesn't. Who suffers? Your child suffers because you keep on nagging. So your child suffers. And you also suffer. Because बच्चा तो मेरे बात सुनता ही नहीं है. That troubles you. So don't try to control everything. Don't try to control anything beyond yourself. Everything else, definitely give guidance where the guidance is required. You see your child is not listening to you. Let him experience that pain. Remember to be there by his side when he experiences the pain, to support him, get him back on track. Don't go ahead and tell him, I told you not to do this and still you did this, see what happens. Don't do that. He already knows that you asked him not to do it and still he did it and he fell down. He already knows that. Don't make him feel that again. All you have to do is, now that you have fallen, come on, get up. Let's take the right track now. Simple. If he is hurt, I'll feel bad, yes. But didn't you get hurt and learn your lesson? So why don't you let him also learn his lesson? Let him get hurt. You should have the ointment ready to apply it when he is hurt. Don't try to stop him from getting hurt. Don't try to control everything around you. It doesn't work. You can only control yourself. You cannot control the world. If you try to control the world, all that you will end up doing is you will end up making yourself miserable, because the world will not get controlled by you. Know that you are enough. I really don't need another person to survive in this world. I can survive alone. I am enough for myself. Please believe that. Does that mean I'll not have any relationship with anyone because I don't need anyone? I'm enough for myself. No, that doesn't mean that way. It's simple. I am the salary and everyone else, the relationship that we have, these are the bonuses. Bonus is always more beautiful than salary. But if you make everyone else the salary, that is where the problem lies. Salary is here. They are all bonus. If they are there with me, I'm happy. If they are not there with me, still I can survive because salary is here. So remember, you are the salary. Every other relationship that you have is a bonus. So enjoy them when you have it. Treat them well when you have it. Don't waste it. You get a bonus, annual bonus from your office. You waste all of it in bottle and all bad habits. It takes 1 week to finish your bonus. Then what? Instead of that, if you invest your bonus into something which helps you grow as a person, then that bonus actually stays. Treat your bonus correctly. Treat your bonus well. I'm not saying get rid of all your bonus because, oh, salary is enough. Bonus is always good. It's always beautiful. So every other relationship that is there around you, treat them well because that is your bonus and that helps you grow. But remember, it's not that you cannot survive without them, because you are the salary. You can survive with yourself. You are enough for yourself. Set your goals. We've elaborately discussed all these things. We will just summarize this. Set your goals. If you don't know where you want to go, where you want to be, you're a vagabond, you are aimless, hopeless. So set your goals. Surround yourself with 5 people, surround yourself with people who want you to see you do well. Don't add a relationship tag to this. My brother wants well for me, may not be. There are a lot of times total strangers actually want well for you and they help you in growing rather than your own family. I'm not saying, discard your family because they don't want well for you. They definitely want well for you. That's not the case. But don't get stuck to that. What is my relationship with that person? So that I'll decide whether that person is good for me. It doesn't matter what is the relationship that you share with that person. Sometimes total strangers can actually be good for you. So don't add tag to it, but surround yourself with people who mean good to you. It's a common saying that you are an average of 5 people around you. So choose your 5 people very wisely. If you don't choose your 5 people correctly, you will land up seeing yourself in the place where you don't want to see yourself, and then you start blaming your fate, your luck, your destiny. It's not your luck, it's not your destiny, it's you who's brought yourself those miseries. Evaluate what isn't working and eliminate those habits. There are times when we go on doing things, repeating things day in, day out. We don't realize things have changed, so those habits make no sense to me now. We forget to eliminate. My dad used to say, whenever you buy a new dress, remember to donate one of your old dresses to someone who needs it. Why? Because your wardrobe is complete with so many dresses. You need 10 dresses, your wardrobe is complete with 10 dresses. You buy the 11th one, remember to take out one and give it to someone else who needs it. Right? So you need to actually clean up the clutter. Instead of keeping all the habits that we don't need right now, learn to eliminate all the habits which are not required now. It might have been useful sometime, it is not useful now. So eliminate it. Learn a new activity or skill. Learning a new activity or skill, it's not just enhances your skill set, it also gives you a different perspective to life. So always remember that gives a little newness, that gives a little variety in your life. So always keep on learning something new. It helps you to grow as a person and also keeps you in a lot of variety that helps you be happy. More variety that you have in your life, that makes you happy. Eat healthy, hydrate daily. Well, there are a lot of nutrition specialists nowadays in the market. They'll give you a huge diet chart. Follow healthy diet. Don't make yourself, a junk food consumer and make a clutter in your body. Follow a healthy diet. Hydrate yourself adequately. That only makes you look good. That makes you look fresh always. If you feel good about yourself, that makes you feel good about yourself. If you feel good about yourself, you project yourself in a much better way. Clean your space regularly. As I said, don't clutter your body, don't clutter your space also. Right? Your house should not look like a dustbin. Your office, your table should not look like a dustbin. Keep it clean. Doesn't take much time. In fact, if you stop accumulating garbage around, if you clean it every day, it never harms. It is always clean. So clean your space regularly. Whenever something goes wrong, what do we do? Who is responsible for all the misery I am having? Oh, that person said this, that person did this, situation went around that, so this misery, I am the most innocent person around. Is that so? You are miserable because of your responses to situations. People will be people. People have their own, like you have your own individuality, they have theirs. They are doing things as per their individuality. But if it is affecting you, if it is bringing misery to you, then who is at fault? It's not them. It's you. Please start taking responsibility of all the bad things that are happening to you. I'm not saying take responsibility of all the bad things that are happening to you, so start feeling guilty and start feeling miserable. No, please, no. I'm not saying that you need to feel guilty. What I'm saying is you need to take responsibility that miseries that are happening are because of the way I have reacted to situations, I have reacted to people. So now what do I need to do? I need to revisit, understand that why this misery, what is it that I could have done differently so that I would have not come into this misery, I would have not landed into this misery, I would have got a different result. We need to see what we could do differently. Excuse me. So all we need to do is, you remember the slide 2 plus 2, 5? All we need to do is erase the 5, write a 4 and move ahead. So accept the responsibility, accept that it is my fault, my problem, understand where is the problem, change it and move ahead in life. That's as simple as that. What we did today, all through the session, what we did is, we have understood this eightfold paths. Eightfold path says, understanding, we need to understand ourselves, we've done that. Resolve, if we understand ourselves, we find the best solution for ourselves. Any situation, we have the best solution because we understand ourselves. If we have the right kind of solution, then what do? We use the right kind of speech. We know why things are happening the way things are happening. We use the right kind of speech to ourselves, to people around. And when we use the right kind of speech, what we do is, we take the right kind of action. If we do not take the action, things don't change. If we want to be in the 4th floor, then we need to start climbing. If we stand and wait there and think, someday I'll reach the 4th floor. We will never reach the 4th floor till you start climbing. Right? So you need to take action. You take the action once, you reach the 4th floor once, either you stand on the 4th floor itself or you slip down. Right? If you want to remain in the 4th floor or go ahead, you need to actually incorporate all these actions that you do into your livelihood, in your day-to-day activity. When you keep doing these same things, you will rise from 4th to 5th, 5th to 6th. If you do it once and stop it, you will rise a certain level. Either you will stay there itself, get stuck there, or you will slip down. So, convert it into livelihood, put it into your day-to-day activity. These actions should become a part of you now, and put in the effort to take the actions again and again and again. Trust me, it can get sometimes very boring, very monotonous. Still, put in that effort to keep doing it. It's very simple, but it's not easy. When you keep doing it, will you develop a awareness? Yes, you will develop a awareness. You will develop a expertise in that particular field. When you are expert in that, it's much easier for you to focus and grow. That's all we need to do. Love yourself, follow the eightfold path, love yourself and grow as a person, grow as a professional, in your personal life, in your professional life, wherever you want to grow. Please understand, you need to understand yourself, you need to love yourself. Thank you for being with me. Hope you will learn to love yourself and you will grow in your life. Thank you.